Welcome back to FM Story. We are rapidly approaching the end of season 17 of this South American Glory Hunt save, and given the form we displayed in the last episode, unless we can somehow miraculously win the Copa Uruguaya, which we've made it into the last 16 of, we're going to end the season empty-handed again, and that's going to leave us with 3 seasons left to win the League and Cup in Uruguay and the Cup in Brazil. Without further ado, let's get into the action. As you can see, we are now at the beginning of November, and somehow we've made it to the semi-finals of the Copa Uruguaya. We've got the second leg coming up away from home against Albion, and obviously we changed the formation at the end of the last episode, and it does seem to have paid dividends quite well during this second half of the closing stage of the league. So obviously we changed it for that game against Racing Club de Montevideo, which we won 1-0. We then drew the next game 2-2 away at Defensor Sporting. But we then beat Albion 4-2 in the league. We beat Miramar Misiones 2-0 in the 4th round of the Copa Uruguaya. In the quarter-final, we beat Cerro 5-2. We then beat Danubio 2-0 with 2 late goals in the league there, before we got hammered 5-1 away at Penarol, who were at that time top of the league. We then won the first leg of the semi-final 2-1, and we've had 2 games since then, and it's like there's a week between the 2 legs of the semi-final. We've had 2 league games since the first leg. Firstly, a 4-0 victory at home against Cerro, and then a 4-3 victory at home against Nacional with a 94th minute winner from Attila. And we did make a few changes in that game to rest a few players ahead of the second leg of the semi-final. As far as the league's concerned, we have managed to claw our way from where we were. I mean, we were rock bottom at the closing stage of the league. We're up to 9th with 19 points from 14 games, with 1 game left coming up against Liverpool after the semi-final. The overall table sees us in 8th, so we are secure. We're not going to get relegated. We're well away from being relegated. Interestingly, River Plate, who are the defending champions and won 4 out of the last 5 league titles, are currently below us, and that job is available, and I have applied for that job. So we'll see what happens. They are in the middle of a takeover. So who knows what will happen with that one. But now the attention all turns to the second leg of the semi-final, and can we make it into the final of the Copa Uruguaya? So it's now time for the second leg of the semi-final. Unfortunately, we are missing some big players. Our 2 first choices down the right-hand side, Janata at right back and Beltran on the right wing, are both injured. So Attila's playing right back. Damian Perez is coming on the right wing because we're having to play Vasquez in midfield because we've got issues there with fitness and injuries, and one of the players that would have come into the team, given the shortness in that area, Buzaglo, is also injured. So hopefully we can put in a performance, do the job, make it to the final where we would be playing Phoenix if we get through, but we need to continue where we've left off in the last couple of games. We're keeping that 4-3-3. That it seems to have worked so far. They're going with 5 at the back. And we've had some shots early on, obviously not come to anything because we're not seeing any highlights, but looking at everything, we've kept them relatively quiet. We've got a corner, Perez to take it, aims it deep. It's headed clear. Vasquez picks it up, finds Ponte in the box. He lifts it to the back post. Perez arriving late, couldn't direct it on target. Right, short goal kick from them, and then they've lumped it upfield. We've won the header. Britos Now looking for Ponte on the left, pulls it back. It's squared. Perez scores. I'm surprised we don't get a flag for offside there because he looked a long way forward. But we'll take it. It gives us a 2-goal advantage on aggregate as well. It's a lovely ball by Britos. Finds the run of Ponte, pulls it back. Caballero just stands it up at the back post. And Perez is in front of the ball, but heads it past the keeper to put us in front. And there we are, half-time, 1-0 up. I mean, we've not had as much of the ball, but we've had plenty of chances. Hopefully we don't come to regret that. They've had one shot and it wasn't on target. We've got a 2-goal advantage. They're going to have to start going for it, and hopefully, if they do, we can pick them off and get another one. Right, we've made a couple of changes because we had a few players struggling. So Pintos has gone off, Caballero's come on. Hernandez has come off for Caballero. Pintos has come on for Ferreira at the back. The longer it carries on like this, the better. Right, Perez forward. It's nodded down, and it was smashed towards goal by Marquez. Now they're bringing it clear. And that would have been a stunner to put us 3 goals up on aggregate, but now they've still got it. They're still attacking on the right-hand side. Luckily, Fernandez gets his foot in there. Now they've got the ball at the back. And the highlight is still going. So something's going to come from it. And they've got it on the right-hand side, infield. Cutting across goal, and thankfully it goes over the top. Right, we've made another couple of changes to get some fresh legs on into the last 15 minutes with a 2-goal advantage on aggregate, but they've got the ball wide to the right-hand side. He's gone past Marquez like he wasn't there. Pulled it back, and thankfully Pereira's held on to that one. And then Pereira goes long down the field. And we've got it with Hernandez now. Infield to Britos, out to Marquez at left back. Tries to go past his man, still has it. Cross into the back post. And there's Advaldo. He's barely been used this season, but he's come off the bench. Popped up with a header. Makes it 2-0 on the night. 4-1 on aggregate. A 3-goal lead on aggregate with 10 minutes of the tie left. And it looks as though we've made it to the final of the Copa Uruguaya. Right, they've got the ball from the kickoff at the back. They're in behind on this left-hand side. It's pulled back. And they've immediately got one back. It's now 2-goal advantage with 9 minutes left. And we need to make sure we don't go to sleep here. It's not done just yet. Right, a throw for them down the line. Oh, Hernandez wins it back. Britos just doesn't see the man coming. And then they've gone long. Fernandez goes back and tidies it up and finds Pereira. Pintos. Britos. Advaldo. He's got acres of space in front of him. Shoots. And the keeper gets down well to hold on to it. Right, a free kick for them. Goes for goal. Hits the bar, thankfully, and goes over. Into injury time. And there we are, full time, 2-1 on the night. So we get 4-2 on aggregate, and we're into the final of the Copa Uruguaya. And to say that looked a long way off in the last episode with that run of form we were on is an understatement. We have made it to the final of the Copa Uruguaya. We're approaching the end of November. Both sides are going to have players out injured. Thankfully for us, it's not really our key players, and the players that we were missing for the semi-final are back as well. The overall league table, we ended up finishing 9th, obviously well clear of getting relegated at any stage. We obviously had one game at the end of the season, which was a 1-1 draw away at Liverpool. We did pick up an injury to Caballero, but he should be fit. And I suspect this will probably be our last game with Cerrito. I mean, even if we don't win, we can't do an awful lot with this side. It's a miracle that we've made it this far. If we manage somehow to win the cup with them, this team and squad and the quality that we can attract is going to be nowhere near enough to win the league. So hopefully we can go out with a trophy and then we see what we do in the last 3 seasons. But it's going to be a tough test. Phoenix, I mean, overall for the season, they were 5 points better than us. They did beat us pretty comfortably in the closing league phase, but that was before we changed the formation, and the formation seems to have worked quite well since we changed it. So hopefully, having had a bit of a break since the last league game, it's given the players a chance to recharge, and hopefully things still click and we pick up the trophy. Right, so time for the final. This is the side we've picked. I mean, we've got pretty much our strongest team available. Janata, Ferreira, Hernandez and Caballero are fit. Beltran's back. Hopefully we can do a job here. All right, a throw for us, Janata. And taking his time with it. Goes short to Hernandez. Janata finds Beltran. Hernandez now in the box. I mean, if Hernandez isn't offside there, that's a great goal. It's a great finish, but it's definitely offside. Right, Ferreira with a throw. Ponti infield to Caballero. Hernandez turns, hits the woodwork. Beltran picks up the rebound. Janata goes down, and now they're going to break. And we need to get bodies back. Janata himself gets back to tidy it up. We've started the game pretty well despite having barely any of the ball. And the first half now died down, but a free kick for them off the woodwork. We've thankfully got ahead on that one, but it's still alive. And there we are, half-time 0-0. We started the first half pretty quickly. They came into it as the half went on. They've been forced into an early change at left back, and our concern probably is the 3 yellow cards that have been picked up by 75% of our back four. Right, we've sent the same team out to start the second half. Right, Janata with a throw to Beltran, back to Janata, infield. Britos turns on the edge of the box, and in the end, the shot was straight at the keeper. Right, we made a first change, and we've brought Vasquez on for Beltran, who's still coming back from injury. It's 15 minutes left, and there's been nothing really in the second half. A corner for them, though. Towards the back post, we've got a head on it, and again, they've still got it though, and we've given away a penalty. One of the most experienced players in our team has given it away, and now we're going to be relying on Pereira to come up big and make a save. Araujo sends him the wrong way, and that's 1-0. And we've got 10 minutes to get ourselves back into this. A throw for them. I think they're more likely to get a second than us getting into it, and there is the second. And we've just fallen apart at the last hurdle. And into injury time. And that just adds insult to injury. 3-0. I mean, there's no way was this game a 3-0 game. We've just capitulated. We gave away a stupid penalty, and then in trying to chase it to get back in, we've let them get 2 goals to make it 3-0. And there we are, full time. And I mean, I think we've overachieved with Cerrito this season. I don't think there's any chance of us doing the same next season. And there's certainly no chance of us winning the league with them either. So I think it's probably going to be time to move on. But part of that might depend on what jobs become available before next season starts. And so there we are, the end of another season and yet another season without a trophy. We've now got 3 seasons left. We still need to win the league and the cup in Uruguay. We still need to win the cup in Brazil. And like I said, I think we've overachieved with that Cerrito team. It's now clear that nothing we're going to be able to achieve there. It was a miracle we got to the final of the Copa Uruguaya. And I think we need to do some soul searching ahead of season 18 to see where we begin season 18. So join us in the next episode to see what decisions we make. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.